Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Kustabradana and today I will present my capital budgeting and risk analysis of the proposed Kalbe Livscon Sterile Antibiotic API Factory investment. This project evaluates a joint venture between PT Kalbe Pharma, the largest pharmaceutical company in Indonesia, and Livscon Pharmaceutical Group from China. The purpose of this analysis is to evaluate whether this investment project is financially feasible and whether it creates value for the company using standard corporate finance tools such as flow analysis, cost of capital estimation, and risk evaluation. This presentation is structured into 5 main sections. First, I will discuss the business context and explain the strategic rationale behind the investment. Second, I will explain the cash flow model, including the key assumption used to estimate the project's future financial performance. Third, I will discuss the cost of capital, especially how the weighted average cost of capital or WACC is calculated. Four, I will analyze the project risk using sensitivity analysis and scenario analysis. Finally, I will conclude with the investment decision and recommendation. Let us begin with the business context. One of the major structural challenges in the Indonesia pharmaceutical industry is heavy dependency on imported active pharmaceutical ingredients or APIs. Currently, approximately 90% of APIs used in Indonesia are imported, primarily from India and China. This high dependency creates several risks for pharmaceutical companies, including forex exchange exposure, supply chain disruption, and geopolitical uncertainty. At the same time, the Indonesia API market is projected to grow at approximately 7.1% per year, driven by increasing healthcare demand and population growth. To address this situation, Kalbe Pharma plans to build a sterile antibiotic API manufacturing facility through a joint venture with a Livscon Pharmaceutical Group. The factory will be located in GIC Delta Mas Industrial Park in Cikarang, West Java. The total investment required for this project is estimated at approximately $40 million. The project is expected to generate an EBITDA margin of around 35%, making a financial attractive while also strengthening Kalbe's supply chain independence. Before analyzing the investment itself, it is important to understand the financial condition of the PT Kalbe Pharma. In fiscal years 2024, Kalbe reported total net sales are approximately 32.6 trillion rupiah. Net income reached approximately 3.2 trillion rupiah, representing strong profitability growth. The company's total assets amounted to around 29.4 trillion rupiah, while total equity reached approximately 24.5 trillion rupiah. Kalbe also shows strong financial ratio. Return on asset is approximately 11%, while return on equity is approximately 13.2%. Another notable indicator is the current ratio of about 410%, which indicates extremely strong liquidity. Overall, these financial indicators show that Kalbe Pharma is financially stable and capable of funding major investment projects using internal cash generation. Next, let us examine the key assumptions used in the cash flow model. The total capital expenditure required for this project is estimated at $40 million, and the investment will be distributed over a 2-year construction period. The production capacity of the plant is assumed to be approximately 300 tons of sterile antibiotic APIs per year. The initial selling price of the API product is assumed to be 120 US dollars per kilograms, with an expected annual price increase of approximately 3%. The factory utilization rate is expected to gradually increase during the ramp-up period. Especially, utilization is assumed to start at around 40% in the first year of operation, increase to 65% in the second years, and to 80%, and eventually stabilize as approximately 90% in the steady state. The EBITDA margin of the project is estimated at 35%. The project life is assumed to be 15 years, with the terminal salvage value equivalent to 10% of the initial capital expenditure. Working capital requirements are estimated at 12% of annual revenue, while the corporate tax rate applied in the model is 22%. These assumptions are designed to be conservative in order to avoid overestimating the financial potential of the project. This chart illustrates the projected revenue and free cash flow over the life of the project. During the construction phase, which corresponds to year 0 and year 1, the project generates negative cash flow due to capital investment. Once operation begins, revenue gradually increases as the plant ramps up production. By approximately year 5, the plant is expected to reach full operating capacity. At that point, annual revenue is projected to reach approximately 35 million US dollars. Free cash flow becomes positive starting from year 2, which indicates that the project is able to generate operating cash flow relatively early in its life cycle. In order to evaluate the investment, we must estimate the company weighted average cost of capital, or WACC. The cost of equity is calculated using the capital asset pricing model. The risk-free rate used in this model is approximately 6.75% based on Indonesia 10 years government bond yields. This company beta is estimated at 0.x, which reflects the relatively defensive nature of pharmaceutical companies. The equity risk premium used in the analysis is approximately 7.44%. Based on this parameter, the estimate cost is equity in approximately 12.7%. After incorporating Calbe capital structures and the after-tax cost of debt, the final weighted average cost of the capital is approximately 12.63%. This WACC will be used as the discount rate in the capital budgeting analysis. Next, I conducted sensitivity analysis of 3 key variables. The first variable is the API selling price. The analysis showed that the project breaks even in approximately 18 US dollars per kilograms. This means that the base case price of the $120 per kilograms provided a safety margin of roughly 33%. The second variable is the capacity utilization rate. Even when utilization drops to around 60%, the project still produces a positive net present value. This is large because Calbe-owned pharmaceutical divisions can absorb a large portion of the API's production. The third variable is the discount rate, or WACC. Even if the discount rate increases significantly, the project still remains financially viable. In addition to sensitivity analysis, I also conducted scenario analysis using 3 scenarios: downside, base case, and upside. In the base case scenario, the project generated a net present value of approximately 18.8 million US dollars. The internal rate of return of approximately 18.6%, which is significantly higher than the weighted average cost of capital of 12.63%. In the upside scenario, the net present value could exceed 40 million US dollars. Even in the downside scenario, the project still approximately breaks even, which indicate that the downside risk is relatively limited. Based on the capital budgeting analysis, the recommendation is to proceed with the investment. The project generates a positive net present value of 18.8 million US dollars. The internal rate of return of 18.6% is significantly higher than the weighted average cost of capital of 12.63%. In addition, the profitability index is 1.47, meaning that every dollar invested generated approximately $1.47 in the present value. This result clearly indicated that the project is financially attractive. Although the project is financially promising, several risks must still be considered. The first is regulatory risks. Since pharmaceutical manufacturing facility may require approval from BPOM. The second is technology risks because sterile API production requires advanced clean room technology and strict quality control process. The third is competition from global API manufacturers, particularly those from India and China. However, these risks are mitigated through Kalbe's partnership with Lifson, technology transfer agreement, and the captive demand from Kalbe-owned pharmaceutical division. In conclusion, the proposed Kalbe-Lifson sterile antibiotic API factory represents a strategically important investment. The financial analysis show positive net present value, strong internal rate of return, and profitability index greater than 1. In addition, the project supports Indonesia's long-term goal of reducing dependence on imported pharmaceutical raw material. Therefore, based on the financial and strategic analysis, the final recommendation is to proceed with the investment. Thank you very much for your attention and see you.